Are you seeing this skin or is it just me? Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the returning subscribers and hi to everyone new and happy level 1. Yes, finally, not so finally. In essence, life is still the same. Masks, sanitizers, social distancing, it's all the same. But now international travel is going to start opening up. You guys that have had a good financial year, I'm sure you guys might be planning trips for December or January next year or even March next year. And you guys that are looking to travel within the country still, I've got 10 questions that are necessary for you to ask yourself and your friends before you guys plan a trip or while you guys are planning a trip together. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, and a very important question, and a question that people should not actually be afraid to ask because it's necessary. This question is, what is your budget? Like, what's your budget? Like, if my budget is 10K and my friend's budget is 7K, already there's a problem. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to get to a place and now my friend is strained. You know, I don't want that. So you guys need to understand each other's budget. You need to understand each other's financial standings before you guys even go to where you're going. So there's like a consideration of, okay, this might not be a reasonable task to do given that some people's budget is this much. Do you get what I'm saying? So everyone needs to have fun and nobody needs to feel strained. Number 2, what do you prefer to splurge on? People have different priorities, right? Like, my budget could be 7K and I know that, let's say 3K, I'm cool with that being accommodation. But like 4K is maybe the food, the transport, the activities, do you know what I mean? Some people might say, no, I only want to spend 2K on accommodation and I want to spend 3K on activities. So you guys need to assess what your guys' priorities are and what you are willing to splurge on within that budget. Number 3, what are the top 3 things that you would like to have done by the end of this trip? It's like drawing up a bucket list for this trip and seeing where you guys meet each other, where your guys' interests overlap. So when that happens, that'll be easier for you guys to decide what to do first and what to do last. The bigger your group is, the more important it is to ask these questions because you don't want to pull your guys' group apart mid-adventure or mid-holiday. Like, that's all. Are you team relaxation or are you team adventure? You need to understand yourself, you need to understand your friends. If your friends are team adventure and you team relaxation, you need to point that out and say, guys, okay, Shab, we're going to Cape Town, but I want to relax. I just want to be by the beach, like nothing hectic. I don't really want my itinerary filled up because at the end of the day, we all have different travel personalities. Like, some of us come from stressful times during the year and we just want to relax. Some of us come from stressful times during the year, but we still want adventure. We want to jam-pack this holiday with memories. Do you know what I'm saying? So you need to understand what kind of people are in your circle. Number 5, do you need alone time? I know it's very awkward, like if let's say people are deciding to, okay, we're gonna have breakfast on a boat or whatever, and then the person like, okay, now I'll skip. And you're like, yeah, you'll skip? What do you mean you'll skip? If you're someone who needs alone time, you need to be open about that and say, guys, sometimes I won't want to go with you guys, and it's not because I don't enjoy what we do, but it's because I need to be alone for some time. And you know, it's just like, have these conversations as adults, like it's okay. Nobody's gonna hound you and say, oh, we came here together, why aren't we doing things together anymore? You need to state what kind of person you are so that people aren't surprised and that people aren't disappointed or insulted when you're on the trip. Number 6, do you want to run around and see as much as possible, or do you want to take it slow? I know through traveling with my grad, oh my gosh, she is the run around type. And I think that's possibly why I have the travel style that I do, because we would do so much in one day and you're like, exhausted by the time you go to bed, but like by the time it's morning, you know, we up, it's a go again. Exhaustion is not a problem. Like, you'll sleep wherever, you'll catch up on sleep. But yeah, you need to understand if you're that type of person, or if you're someone who likes to savor things and relax and walk and like do one activity a day. Things like that are very important. You need to know if you're the type to do one activity a day or 3 activities a day, like morning, noon, night, you know, like it's going down, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're going here, we're doing this, we're dressing up here, we're trying this. Like, you need to know your circle, and you need to be comfortable with your friends leaving you behind if you're not that person. Is that a fair request? I think that's a pretty fair request. The next one is, what is your priority in terms of activities? Some people really want to shop. Some people want activities. Some people want to just chill by the beach. Some people are really foodies and they just want to try out a lot of different food. And some people want to experience live music, want to experience theater, you know, and things like that. So you need to understand your group dynamic and what you guys enjoy. Your location kind of informs what is best to do. You need to assess where you're going and see what is best to do there, and see what your group dynamic enjoys and what you enjoy. I mean, as much as you're asking these questions, you need to answer these questions yourself. Number 8, do you prefer self-catering, or are you okay with having takeouts every night or dining every night? Now, this one also has a cost factor to it and a time factor. I know personally that if I'm on holiday, I'm not particularly up to cooking. So if they will be cooking, the best I can do is breakfast and then I'm out, you know? Like, I don't want to be slaving away at the kitchen when I could literally be chasing an adventure. You need to assess yourselves as a group to see what would be better for you guys. If it would be more cost effective for you guys to go to a self-catering place and actually do the cooking, you guys need to delegate with the how you guys are gonna make that work, when is who cooking what, and make it fair, make everyone at least feel like they're on holiday and they're not slaving away, doing things that they actually ran away from doing. I mean, we're on holiday. I think we're on number 9. Oh, do you wanna go rogue or do you wanna stay low key? So I know that on holiday, I would want to go rogue. Like, we need to do every wild thing we could possibly do, because we're only possibly going to be here once at this very time, at this very age, with all this virility and exuberance and all of that. So let's do the most while we're here. Some people want to stay low key, just keep it calm and like experience their holiday as if they live in that area. So they just, you know, take it day by day. They don't want to go out of their way to make storytelling memories. And some of us do you know what I mean? And then last question, number 10, are you a planner or are you spontaneous? Are you the type of person who wants to know exactly what they're doing for the whole week? Or are you someone who wants to maybe know like 2 or 3 things that you're gonna do, but you don't really know how each day is gonna go? Just gonna go with the flow and be open to spontaneity. I know I'm a bit of both. I'm actually more of a spontaneous person. I'll know that I'll write maybe a bucket list of 5 things that I wanna do, 3 to 5 things that I will definitely wanna do. I will have no idea when I'm gonna do them, but I'll make sure that I do fit them in along my adventure as I go along. But yeah, other than that, those are the 10 questions that are very necessary to ask yourself and your friends before you guys plan your next trip. Thanks for tuning in. If you have not subscribed, sir, ma'am, click on the subscribe button. You will not regret it. This is the place to be if you are interested in traveling, if you're interested in architecture and just living life to the fullest, if I could say the least. Thanks for joining me, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening, whichever time you're watching this. Bye.